Alright, so the trailer for Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 has been released. I'm not impressed. Now, I'm just like you all know, I hated Season 4 a lot. I made a whole video about that in this same spot, actually, but I was hoping Season 5 would be better. Daniel's back, so that's good, but I mean, there's some interesting stuff in it, like the roads being blocked off with the cars and stuff, and the airplane, which is probably a connection to where Rick is. But I'm just not impressed. It just doesn't feel, I don't know, lively. Maybe it's the fact that it's got the gray color tone still. And it just, it feels dead. The show feels dead. This is definitely going to be a make it or break it season, but I'm just going to, like, talk about my thoughts on the trailer, what I found interesting, what, And, again, the whole Dwight crossover thing, too. Did him and Morgan even share a scene in the main series? Speaking of which, the finale is on tonight. I'm so excited to see Snow. But, back to Fear the Walking Dead. Did Dwight and Morgan ever share a scene? I cannot remember if they ever shared a scene. But, okay, what are the odds? You have Morgan leave Virginia. He ends up in Texas. Okay, sure, I can believe that. Dwight leaves at a different time, and he also ends up in Texas. What are the odds of that? Two different people, both from Virginia, both end up in Texas. That I don't find very believable. Daniel is also in Texas, which they better explain why he wasn't in Season 4. Where was he the whole time? We've heard Troy is also probably going to be back. You better get me convinced that he didn't die if that is the case. Because if you don't remember Season 3, which was the best season Fear ever had, he was inside the dam, he'd been hit in the head with a hammer, he was dead, it collapsed on him and flooded. He's dead. So, you see, this is the issue that The Walking Dead Season 7 and 8 had. Unbelievability, bad writing, and just not feeling the same. Season 9, which the marathon is on right now, has been feeling great, and they don't have the gray color tone. They had it in the flashback episode, but that was fine. That only one time it worked. Not a whole season tinted that way. And like I said, they're chancing things, you know, way Rick disappeared by flying away. Supposedly he might be making a voice cameo in tonight's episode. You have the blizzard. Something you'll never see in Fear the Walking Dead because they're in desert land. You could have had maybe a tornado last season, but no, it was just an uneventful storm, really. I feel like the storm was overhyped. Actually, that was kind of where Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 fell apart. It began with Psycho Murder Lady, who, thank goodness, is not going to be in this season. But the trailer didn't impress me. It really didn't. Last year's trailer, I mean, I felt the same way. I'm just like, this just looks So maybe. They've said the first half will connect to where Rick is, so that sounds good, but I don't know. We'll see. June 2nd. I'm not really that excited for it because it's kind of that show is kind of in the same place it left me with Season 2, where it's just, I don't care anymore. I think this is going to be the make it or break it season. If it doesn't get better, it just needs to end. If it doesn't get any better, I bet there'll be a Season 6 no matter what. But if it doesn't get better, Season 6 will definitely be the last season. It's just, I think the only way it can go is up. Fingers crossed it's better. Fingers crossed the writing is better. The trailer had some interesting stuff in it. There were several shots that I'm interested in. The airplane was probably the biggest one. So yeah, let's hope this is a better season, and maybe the show will finally get turned around. Like The Walking Dead did this season. This season has been my favorite season of the show. And I think the decision that really killed Fear was skipping forward in time. Because there's still so many stuff from Season 3 we don't know. Where the Proctors go, what happened with all that. So, and so many, this is another thing. I was kind of talk about this. If you're going to retcon a death like Troy, why not retcon Madison's death? She didn't die. They'll pull a Morales in like 4 years and she'll be alive or something. But anyway, Season 5 trailer. Not impressed. Season 5 of The Walking Dead is pretty good. I thought it was kind of at the end, but we'll see. I definitely think this is like Season 9 for The Walking Dead. This is the make it or break it season for this show. So we'll see what happens. Just get better. That's my only request. Get better.